welcome to the video of me talking about E3 2018. And man, E3 2018 has to be one of the greatest E3 presentations ever. Like, it's in a couple years, man. Like, seriously, E3 this year was such a so good, and so many great games were showcased. So much great shit happened this year, and I really want to talk about it in this video. So this is kind of my E3 in review video, where I talk about the games that were showcased in E3 and what I felt about the overall conference, all the conferences like Sony, Bethesda, Microsoft, and Ubisoft. What did I thought of them? So anyways, without further ado, let's do this. So starting off with EA's press conference, which was the definition of cringe. EA is the king of cringiness. So you can already see, man, like, seriously.
Good. You still recovering from that butt whooping? Wow, already starting. Okay.
Up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today.
At least it was not as worse as Jesse last year. I still cannot forget all that. Seriously, EA's press conference was such a shit show. It was such a huge drag. So many shit games were showed. Anthem, the more I see of the game, the more I feel like it's gonna be terrible. It was just not a good showcase. EA always had the shittiest conference out of all the other conferences. They don't even try. Their games are like very shit. And how can you forget Royale for Battlefield 5?
Royale.
What's next, EA? Anthem Royale? Titanfall Royale? What's next? Seriously. Like, turn every single of your fucking games to Royale. How fun it'll be, Titanfall Royale, everybody. Fucking Anthem Royale. It's gonna be awesome. Just fucking kill yourself, EA. Fuck you. Moving on to Microsoft's press conference, and man, I gotta say, Microsoft did a really good job this year. Their press conference was really streamlined, and there were a lot of great games showcased, like Kingdom Hearts 3 was shown more, and who can forget Halo Infinite, which was the new Halo game, and they're returning back to the old art style. I'm not really much of a Halo fan, but seems like it's gonna be a really good game. Then we also see a lot of other games, like the anime crossover game Jump Force, in which the end light and Ryuk appear in the end, which is hilarious as hell. And what else? We got Cyberpunk 2077, which was, I think, the highlight of the show. Like, it was such a good, the way they showcased it, and it was so good. I love Microsoft's press conference. They tried their best, and they did a very good job this year. We got a lot of good games of cool shit in Microsoft's press conference, which I never expected. They did a really well job this year, and hopefully they do more, and they can give Sony some competition. But yeah, they tried their best. It was a very good press conference, and for me, it's, I think, second to Sony's press conference, which was clearly the best one. So next was Bethesda's press conference, which is pretty much meh for the most part. Like, seriously, it wasn't too good. It was also kind of cringe, and man, it was, I think, the second cringiest press conference.
This is really a dream to come true for us.
But yeah, we got to see more of Fallout 76, how the game plays and everything like that. And obviously I'm disappointed because it's a multiplayer game, and just adding multiplayer games to really good single player games is not really the way it works. But the biggest surprise we got this year, for me at least, that's the highlight for the entirety of E3 2018, was obviously the announcement of Elder Scrolls 6. Now, that was such a good announcement. It was just so fantastic. Like, that was the best part of the Bethesda press conference. Like, the last few seconds when Elder Scrolls 6 shows up with the logo and everything, that was fantastic. And just cannot wait for the game, man. Like, even though it's years from now, I'm still hyped for the game. Even they revealed Starfield, and yeah, those two games really got people hyped. But besides that, the entire press conference was boring, very bland, nothing really to it, very lackluster. But it was really, just the two logos that really made me hype, and nothing else, because the entire press conference was just a boring shit show and nothing else. But yeah, Bethesda did pretty okay, but they're just like, I think they should focus more on their own titles than, like showcasing just the different titles, like, like Rage and everything. Like, seriously, Bethesda's press conference was not really that good and interesting. Found very boring, and yeah, it's like it's at least it is better than EA's because of the two logos shown, but it was not as good. It was pretty iffy and very bland, nothing really to it. But yeah, so next we have Square Enix's press conference, and what was it? Seriously, like just 30 minutes, that's it. I have nothing to talk about. Anyway, let's move on. Nothing was there in Square Enix's press conference that was interesting enough. Enix's press conference was really underwhelming, was very boring. I'm not boring, but it was very underwhelming. It was like 30 minutes and that's it. We got to see more, about Shadow of the Tomb Raider, obviously, Just Cause 4 also, and a lot of other shit, but like we didn't really get to see much more, it was just 30 minutes and it was very boring, and they really didn't needed a press conference, really, to be honest. But it was very, very short, nothing to it really, and there's not much to talk about for Square Enix. It was just like 30 minutes and that's about it, I think, and it was quite underwhelming. But still, I would at least say it was better than Bethesda and EA's press conference, because of the games that were revealed, which are pretty interesting and cool. We got to see more about Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I'm really hyped about. We got to see more of Kingdom Hearts also. We also got to see more of like Dotnod's new game, Captain Spirit, and yeah, we got to see some cool shit in Square Enix's one. I was expecting the Avengers game, get to see more of them, more of the Avengers game that they're working on, but I mean, we didn't see anything really interesting in Square Enix's press conference. It was pretty much everything was already really shown. There was nothing much interesting in Square Enix's press conference, and it was just very underwhelming. But yeah, let's move on. Next, we have Ubisoft's press conference, which was pretty okay this year. Like, we got to see more of Beyond Good and Evil 2. We got to see more cool games. The Division 2 looks alright. I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of the first game. Then we get to see more about other games, their other games and stuff like that. And yeah, obviously Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which pretty much, I don't know, it was just, I don't even want to talk about it really, because it doesn't feel like anything like an Assassin's Creed game. I was already very pissed that they didn't have Bayek as, had a Bayek sequel. I'm like really pissed that they're going back to yearly releases. I mean, Yus Guillemot say that they're not, but why are they releasing it so soon? Because the game still looks like it needs some polish. I would have been fine if they released it at the end of the fiscal year, like early 2019, but they just releasing it so soon, October 5th, and I'm just getting bored of Assassin's Creed. Like, I don't want it yearly. I just wanted them to take another year off and focus on their other games. Even though it's not a Bayek sequel, we could have just focused more on this game, but nothing really to it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey just feels like Origins, obviously. I mean, it seems like a fun game. Like, open world seems good. There are dialogue options now, which pretty much makes me want to kill myself. And there's more naval, which pretty much, yeah, is okay. I mean, I think Origins, like, they're perfecting naval, but it's not really anything spectacular. It's just the same naval from Origins and Black Flag. But yeah, there was nothing really much in Odyssey. I'm not really too hyped about the game, to be honest. But let's see, maybe it might be really good, who knows. But yeah, that was pretty much Ubisoft's press conference. It was pretty cool. The other games that were showcased besides Odyssey were really cool, and hopefully we do get more stuff from Ubisoft from next year also. And Ubisoft did a pretty good job. It's pretty decent, not as good as obviously Sony and Microsoft, but still I think it should come third on my list after Sony and Microsoft. But yeah, they did a pretty good job and really good. pretty impressive, Ubisoft. Now, lastly, it was Sony's press conference, which was pretty much again a winner for Sony. Seriously, this press conference was really great. They showcased less games, but they really showcased a lot of the game's gameplay and everything. And I like how they did it this year. Like, they had focused on more of their 4 main games, which was Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and Spider-Man. These 4 games that they really focused well on, and they got gameplay demos and stuff like that. And we get to see more of these games and not really a lot of other games. I loved everything that they showcased. Last of Us 2 looks phenomenal. The graphics look unrealistic, so unreal, and so it looks so beautiful and gorgeous. And Naughty Dog just keeps perfecting themselves. Really, they're doing so well with games and everything. Last of Us 2 just feels awesome, and I know many people lost their shit when they saw the Ellie and the other girl's kiss, but Ellie was already lesbian. Even I was a bit shocked, but I was okay with it, and the kiss was very realistic, really cool, and just the overall game just looks very, very much better than Uncharted 4, seriously, graphically speaking. And the game's gameplay is really a huge step forward again for Last of Us, and they're just doing well with, Naughty Dog. They just keep perfecting themselves with each game, and just cannot wait for this game, man. Seriously, Last of Us 2 looked phenomenal, gorgeous, and just cannot wait for the game. So good. Next, we got Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima looks fantastic. It was all I really want for a samurai game. So rip Assassin's Creed Japan and give me Ghost of Tsushima, because this game really looks phenomenal, beautiful, and just the environment looks so good and gorgeous. The overall, the leaves and everything, that's the wind, and just everything looks so pretty, and it seriously is shaping up to be a really good game. And it's also open world, and the environments and everything feels so spectacular, and the combat looks good, the traversal also looks very good, and it just, I don't know, man. Sony's really been killing it with the exclusives, and this far, I think it was they're doing so well with exclusives, Detroit Become Human, God of War, and they're just doing so well with the exclusives, and they're really giving Microsoft a hard time. But seriously, Ghost of Tsushima was really looking good, and just cannot wait for that game as well. Looks really, really beautiful and pretty much good, pretty cool. But yeah, that's about Ghost of Tsushima. So next up, we had Death Stranding. Now, the more I see of this game, the more confused I get. Seriously, what the hell is this game about? The trailers, everything is really confusing me even more. But yeah, the games look really good. It seems like a very linear open world kind of ish. I don't know. But yeah, it seems pretty cool. The gameplay and everything. And I'm really interested to find out what this game is about. I'm really interested to see it more, and hopefully get to see more of it later this year. But yeah, Death Stranding looked really good. I mean, I have really nothing to say, because it was a pretty bizarre trailer. Very weird shit was happening. I could not understand anything, and the more I see of this game, the more less I understand. Seriously, I don't know what this game is about. Hideo Kojima is literally playing with our minds, and I don't know, man. He makes fantastic games, so I hope this game is very good enough as well, and looks pretty good. And yeah, lastly, we have Spider-Man, which is obviously one of my most anticipated games for this year. We got to see more of the villains and stuff. We get to see so many good villains, and they're probably doing the Sinister Six by looks of it, which looks pretty cool. The game I feel like it keeps getting better graphically, and the gameplay is just so good. It feels so smooth, and even the web swinging is one of the best in the free series. And I think this is the Spider-Man game that I always wanted, and it looks really cool. Loving it, loving the look of the game, loving the demos and everything, and just cannot wait for the game. It comes out September, not a lot of time remaining, and I might just get the game and play it. But yeah, it just looks beautiful, and it's pretty much the Spider-Man game that I really wanted, and Insomniac Games are really delivering on that, and they're doing really well. And I hope it's really a good game. Like the end product is as good as what we've seen now, because I'm just blown away with Spider-Man, and it seems really good. So that's what we really saw in Sony's press conference. We also had a couple more other games that were like Kingdom Hearts 3. Got to see more of the game and everything. We got to see Pirates of the Caribbean in the Kingdom Hearts thing, and we got to see Kingdom Hearts Naval, which is pretty cool, But yeah, like it seems like a very good game, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not much into the Kingdom Hearts franchise, but I might buy the collection where they have all the Kingdom Hearts games together, which is about $100. But I mean, I don't know, it seems very cool. I would love to play it, but yeah, other than this, we really get to see more games like Resident Evil 2 Remake and Control, or whatever the game's name is. But yeah, that's about it for Sony's press conference, and I think by far Sony just has been killing it for the past few years with their like amazing exclusives, and Sony is just doing fantastic job, and hope they keep it up. And just love the press conference. Sony killed it this year. Just overall, Sony won E3 2018 in my opinion. So that was pretty much it about my my overall thoughts on E3 2018. It was a really good E3, much better than last year. We've got so many interesting games shown, so much stuff happened, and it was a really good year for E3. And yeah, cannot wait to see more of these games, and such a fun time, like E3 is one of my favorite times of the year, because this is the time I really am into video games and so hyped for them. But yeah, cannot wait till E3 2019 and what we get to see next. But yeah, so far E3 2018 was pretty much very good, much better than last year's, and probably even E3 2016's E3. I would say E3 2018 was a pretty good E3. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like if you did, and yeah, hope you guys are enjoying my content so far. I'm gonna make a lot of videos since my holidays have started, and I can do whatever the hell I want, just gonna keep making other videos. Even probably gonna do like a God of War video where I talk about how great that game was. Still haven't done that, but like I'm gonna do a lot of other content, and yeah, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, bye.